This is Brendan with Sons of Speed. We are here at Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove, Wisconsin, and we're here to test this, the Attack Blue air filter, that it just drops into your C7 Corvette, and we're going to see if it makes a performance difference. This features nanotechnology, which is supposed to not only increase air filtration, but also airflow, which sounds counterintuitive, but we're going to test it out. We're going to lay some baseline runs down in stock form. We're going to show you how to change the air filter, and then we're going to go back out and see what kind of performance improvements we can see on the Corvette.
So, with the stock air filter in place, we've lined up the Corvette for several quarter-mile runs, and in the interest of time, here is the fastest stock air filter quarter-mile run of the day. Here. That time we got a 12.6 improvement at 113.22 miles an hour. It is recommended you change your air filter at least once a year or every 20,000 miles, or even more often if you drive in a dusty climate. Performing the change is relatively simple and only requires 3 tools. First, you'll need to remove the air intake vent by removing 4 7mm hex head screws. 2 are located up top, but 2 are sort of hidden on the sides of the air intake vent. Be sure not to drop any of these screws into the engine bays. It'll be very difficult to find later. And when you're done, simply remove the air intake vent and set it aside. Disconnect the mass airflow sensor by pushing up on the red locking tab, while simultaneously pinching the clip and pulling it away from its harness. Loosen the clamp on the hose that connects the stock airbox to the throttle body with either an 8mm socket or a flathead screwdriver. Once it's loose enough, go ahead and disconnect it from the stock airbox and move it out of the way. Next, you're going to want to raise this coolant line a little bit to give you access to the 2 T25 screws that you need to loosen in order to gain access to the airbox. These will not come all the way out, they'll just loosen. So with the T25 bit, go ahead and loosen them all the way to be able to get at the air filter inside. As you can see, it takes a little bit of wiggling around to get it loose. You can move that throttle body hose a little bit, that would help as well. But once you get it out, just set it aside and remove your original air filter. Alright, so pop this in as far as it'll go. Doesn't actually look like it goes in all the way. A little bit of space there. Take your airbox lid. Now, important thing, get the right side in first. This side has to go in first and deep, and then pull the seal up a little bit. But as you pop that in, it's going to want to pinch the seal. Just reach in there and kind of lift it up. There it goes. So it has to like boom and go down and feel it. Make sure the seal is up. Do the left side. This metal mesh will be over the seal of the filter. And then everything should line up. Grab your T25. Nice and snug. Alright, next, back this back on. That's throttle body. Alright.
that's nice and tight. Reconnect the mass airflow sensor. Make sure that's nice and tight. And then got gear switch.
First, finger tighten the air intake vent screws before tightening them down, but don't over tighten them because they will break.
All right, now that we got the Attack Blue filter in, let's go see how it does. We're gonna basically run and try and launch the same exact way as we did with the stock filter to try and get this as apples to apples as we can. It's always going to be variables, especially with a manual gearbox. Launch speeds are going to vary, wheel spin, those kind of things. If we see a higher trap speed down at the end, I think it's really going to be the tell if we're actually getting any additional horsepower out of the Attack Blue filter. Had a good launch, just a little bit of wheel spin. Wow, that was fun. As much as I love road courses, that's so much fun. You just got to get out and drag race every once in a while. It's just fun. It's just good, clean American horsepower fun. And I killed that Subaru. Well, here we go. That last run with the Attack Blue filter was 12.401. The best run I got with the stock filter was 12.652. 113.85 miles an hour on the Attack Blue and 113.22 on the stock filter. So it seems to have made a bit of a difference. And with the warmer ambient temperatures out right now, about 5 to 10 degrees, the Attack Blue had to deal with some warmer air. I think it's a win-win. This is a washable air filter. I don't ever have to buy a new one. I just wash this one, drop it back in after it dries, and I'm good to go. No oil, no nothing. And hey, and a little bit of extra performance. What more can you ask for? So this has been Brendan with Sons of Speed, testing the Attack Blue air filter here at Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove, Wisconsin. Having a hell of a time burning rubber and burning gas. And we'll see you next time at Sons of Speed. Hit the subscribe button, will you? We try really hard with these videos, and we hope that you enjoy them. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share it with your friends, leave us a comment, and we'll see you at the next time at the track.